Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to my peeps, wherever you are in the world. This is Old Man Yummy Yam. Signing on. Oh man, they got Kanye now allegedly rugging and essaying his former assistant. So this is a report from New York Post. So let's go ahead and check this out. Kanye West accused of rugging and essaying ex-assistant at Sean Diddy Combs' party. Okay, let's go ahead and read this. Kanye West has been accused of drugging and his one-time assistant and OnlyFans star at a party with Sean Diddy Combs' alarming new court paper show. Lauren Picciata, who worked for the rapper from 2021 through 2022 as a personal assistant, said years earlier West sought out her and her musician client, inviting them to a party at a music studio that West and Combs co-hosted, according to court papers obtained by the Post. Picciata, an influencer and OnlyFans model, said West told everyone at the Santa Monica gathering that they had to drink or leave the party, and after taking a few sips, she suddenly started to feel disoriented and began to slip into an altered and highly impaired state. Claimed the papers filed at Los Angeles Superior Court. Here we go. Finish this. The next day, Picciata could not remember the events of the night before. She felt ashamed and embarrassed, and her musician client, who wasn't identified in court papers, was too traumatized and disturbed to speak about that night, according to the suit. Okay. Here we go. Picciata could not recall and was certainly not aware that any kind of sexual had happened to her and her former client. She was more concerned with whether she'd embarrass herself in front of a client, the filing said. Can't get that essay when I'm reading out my mouth. While Picciata believed she was rugged, she thought it was the studio assistant or someone else who helped prepare the drinks and who was responsible for rugging her, the court papers claim. It wasn't until before West fired Picciata that he confessed that they had hooked up after she was rugged, per the documents. So this is her. Okay. The truth come out when West, 47, was allegedly changed his name to Ye, was complaining about his ex-wife, who wasn't identified in court papers, but apparently was referring to Kim Kardashian. Let's go ahead and pull this down some. West was enraged about a text exchange that just happened between himself and his ex, and he mentioned that the ex made a negative comment about Picciata, whom the ex believed West cheated on her with, the court papers say. So Picciata told West she wanted to text the ex to clear things up and tell her this is untrue. I would not disrespect you or your marriage, she proposed, writing. Let's see here. But West stopped Picciata from sending the message saying, we did kind of hook up a little time, the court papers allege. The Gold Digger rapper immediately proceeded to reminisce about the party where he hooked up with Picciata after she had been rugged, filing alleges. Picciata said the revelation was widely devastating and uncomfortable, as she was happy to learn the truth and in complete shock. The accountant and the fact didn't remember anything sitting on the couch at the beginning of the night, the suit claims. Alright. Can't believe it. Kanye. So this must be him and his current wife now. What's her name? Bianca Censori. Okay. West laughed before allegedly responding, women love to say they don't remember. Wow. The fresh allegations were filed on Tuesday in Picciata's wrongful termination and SA lawsuit against West. The initial claims, which are still included in the updated version of the lawsuit, allege that West sent appropriate texts to Pisciata, shared his S fantasies with her, and sent her X-rated photos and videos of having uh, with other women. I was trying to figure out how to say it. Dang. Okay. Uh, she also claimed that he once locked himself and Pisciata in a room together and baited next to her falling asleep. What? What was he doing, man? Allegedly. What was he allegedly doing, man? Pisciata said he promised her millions in severance when he fired her in October 2022, but she never received the money and was also still owed money from her salary. Kanye tried to go ahead. Allegedly, Kanye was trying to go ahead and play a slick move with her. They still, oh, wow. Wow, dude. West's lawyer slammed her lawsuit when it was initially filed as baseless and alleged she was blackmailing the Heartless rapper in a June statement to Page 6. That's crazy. Okay, so that's the end of that. So basically, this woman here, he's supposed to did all that with her, the essay and the rugging. I couldn't keep the I just was reading what I saw. I'm gonna have to beep those out. But yeah, this is his wife. She's Australian, his wife or whatever. But I got a video. I mean, I got another clipping. This one happened in let's see here. This the Daily Beast. No, not this one. Not this one. This one right here. Look when this was reported. June 4th, 2024. This is NBC News. We're going to read this one too. Ye's former assistant filed a civil lawsuit against the embattled rapper accusing him of SA harassment and failing to pay her millions of dollars before she was wrongfully terminated. Lauren Pisciata filed the suit Monday in Los Angeles County Superior Court of wrongful termination, breach of contract, a hostile work environment, unlawful retaliation, and emotional distress. That's crazy about this, that people are still talking about it now. They're talking about it now when this was reported on in June 2024. And that's crazy how they try to go ahead and keep everything silent. So it could be a possibility that Ye is part of that, that law, that suit that's against Diddy. You know what I'm saying? He's probably a part of that. He probably have, and this probably just allegedly, started to, get out there. You know what I'm saying? So this had to have been leaked. So to me, that's what I think, that it had to have been leaked from, the situation with Diddy. And this had to have been leaked. But this was filed. This was reported on June 4th, which makes it crazy. People be doing it now. She began working for the rapper in 2021 as his executive assistant, personal assistant after collaborating on his clothing line, Yeezy Season 1, and working on his album, Donda, the suit said. Let's go ahead and finish this. So, the suit alleges that Ye, who legally changed his name from Kanye West, repeatedly sent her explicit photos and videos, asked her inappropriate questions about her ex-life, and baited in front of her. The suit says Pisciata did not welcome or encourage these offensive acts, texts, videos, and statements, and did not condone this behavior. In 2022, she was wrongfully terminated according to the suit. A representative for Ye denied the allegations in a statement to NBC News. In response, sorry about that, y'all. In response to these baseless allegations, Ye will be filing a lawsuit against Ms. Pisciata, who actively pursued him to coerce employment and other material benefits, then engaged in blackmail and extortion where her advances were rejected, the statement said. It is evident that Ms. leverage her association with Ye and his company and her proximity to him to seek material gains, clout, and employment through inappropriate means, the statement said. The lawsuit details numerous times Ye allegedly sent X graphic text message to Pisciata, including one incident which the rapper said, "Be honest with me, is my D racist?" Oh my God, I shouldn't have said that. It is. The message allegedly read, "This effing is D of mine. I'm going to stare at pictures of white woman with black A and beat the S out of my RD. That ain't right, bro. After 400 years, we still at this point." I'm not really getting that. It is. The message allegedly read, "This effing RD of mine. I'm going to stare at pictures of white women with black A and beat out of my." Oh no. No. I'm like, I had to go ahead and read it again. This dude is wow. Allegedly, if he said this. Other alleged incidents cited in the suit involved Pisciata having to deliver S enhancement honey to the rapper and Ye's oversharing of X encounters. The suit said that Ye on numerous occasions sent Pisciata photos of naked or topless women and text her a video of model performing oral on the rapper. Ye would ask Pisciata for a hug, which she repeatedly declined, and would ask her questions about her life, S life, the suit alleges. Defendant would often tell plaintiff that he's always wanted to have X with her and that he had these feelings for a very long time, the lawsuit says. Defendant also falsely boasted that he had X with plaintiff and would insinuate to his friends, business partners, and musician and fashion collaborators that he was having X with plaintiff. On one more than one occasion, the rapper allegedly baited in front of Pisciata. Oh boy, man. This was, like I said, this was done on June 4th. Of 2024, and everybody's just started bringing the stuff out now. Daily Beast, Yahoo News, New York Post, so of course he had to go ahead and make sure that this stayed quiet. He had to pay. He must have enough money to go ahead and keep it quiet, because you're trying to keep something like this quiet, think it ain't gonna get out. It's gonna get out no matter what. Whatever's in the darkness always come to light. It don't matter what it is. No matter how much money you try to pay. Keep it under wraps. But yeah, this is a situation that like I said, I think that it had leaked from the situation with Diddy. That's what I think what happened. But yo, I got a video I want to go ahead and show y'all. I think this is the same woman, just by from what we had read from these reports real quick. I think this is her. So let's go ahead and check this out. I kicked it off to where she's about to go ahead and tell a story, so instead of the whole entire thing. So let's go ahead and hear this. Here we go.
Let me just tell you guys the fucking story. So, like I said in my one post, I've only been assaulted twice. This was one of the two times that kind of changed the trajectory of my life and my career. So I was 19, and if you know anything about me, I, went viral at 18 on WorldStar and then on YouTube, and kind of rose to fame really quickly. And I was doing rap covers, so a lot of rappers were reaching out to me and asking to work. Sorry, I'm getting real-time feedback right now. So all of a sudden, people were reaching out and wanting to work, and I was 19 years old. I had just left home, and working with my manager, and we were in LA and doing all these crazy things. And all of a sudden, I got a call one day, and it's hey, Kanye wants you to come to the studio. And we were just like, what? Like, Kanye knows who I am? Like, what? This is crazy. So we go. And this happens like multiple times. Like, you can find it if you go back and find headlines, you'll find proof of it. Like, we were working with Kanye, and he was like, I want to know what you're doing in your new music. Like, I want to hear your tracks. I want to play you mine. I want to know what you're doing with this fashion stuff, because like your style is like so fucking cool. And if you go in deep dig enough, like, he said it publicly, like, you and LP were, you know, the muse for Yeezy season 1, because like he went back and asked, like, oh my god, you guys are like so fucking cool, like you wear like shapewear as real clothes, like that's so dope, like blah 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 blah, and like had his people go through my wardrobe, and he wanted me to be the model for Yeezy season 1, and I went and I flew there and I did all this shit, and I was like, I'm not fucking doing this, like there was something just not right about it. Anyway, every time we would go to the studio with him, it was like, yeah, he wanted to work on music, but there was something just like fucking weird about it. Like, he would pull up his laptop and he would have like bookmarks of all of our pages and like our Instagrams, our Snapchat, Twitter, all of that, and like our pictures saved. And even now, even like a year ago, I'm still getting DMs from people in the industry like, yo, like me and Kanye used to sit in the studio for hours talking about you and your manager. Like he was obsessed with you. And I was like, whoa, okay, crazy. Anyway.
That's some weird shit. And you had all these people on Instagram, Snapchat. Man, you had their whole history, all their pictures, and all that saved on bookmarks. That's wild, man. And then he pulled it out. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. That's what finished watching. Here it is. Here we go.
Back to me being 19 years old. This was probably the last time that we went to the studio. We got a call. It was late. We were living in LA. And we get a call, and it's like, hey, like, Ye wants you to come to the studio. And we're like, cool. Like, why? And he's like, he wants to work on music. And we're like, that's great. And so we go. And it's like somewhere in LA, some studio we've never been to before. And we show up and walk in. And it's we're there to work on music, right? Like, that's why I'm here. And we walk in, and it's Kanye and it's Diddy. And, you know, a couple of people that we know, men, you know, an executive that worked with Kanye's engineer, and Kanye's cousin. And we walk in and we're like, okay, cool. And it's immediately I was like, there's something not right. There's something not right about this. Because we walk in and there's 9 other women there. And don't kill me for this, because this is what they call them. There were 9 studio hoes there. Like, I'm all about women's rights, do whatever you want to do, but don't shoot the messenger. That's what they call them. Women who show up to the studio in their full club outfit at the studio. It's like, they're only there for one reason. They want to leave with someone who's there. They're called studio hoes. That's just what they're called. And there are 9 women there. And we're like, that's weird. I thought we were here to work on music. And like, we were invited, like I was invited as an artist and my manager. So I'm wearing like fucking double XL sweatpants and like a giant hoodie. I look like a fucking slob. And like, you know, my manager's there in her usual suit, like black leggings, black zip up. Like, we're just like, ah.
Oh man, that's the usual thing right there. Go ahead and say if you could go, you know, try to tell them that they'll make them a star or whatever. You know, want you to hear some beats, want you to come to the studio and kick a little flows, a little whatever. You know what I'm saying? So he using the same old music industry game that everybody been pushing for years. You know what I'm saying? Using the same just to go ahead and, you know, get a chick to come to the studio, you know, and see if you'll be able to go ahead and lead with her. Same stick, you know, just always different people. Here we go.
This is strange, but okay. And we walk in, and there's all these ladies there wearing their club gear, and Kanye and Diddy are already like out of their fucking mind, just like completely fucked up, drunk, but probably something else. And we're like, okay, but like we were invited as artists. Like, maybe these girls are gonna leave and we're gonna work on music. Like, let's just walk in and just, yeah. immediately I felt like there was something weird, because, there's always drinks, there's always, the vodka and the mixer is just like sitting on the table, but we walk in and immediately Diddy hands me a drink, Kanye hands Lauren a drink, and we're like, that's weird. Like, why are they serving us? And I don't like to drink. Like, I don't like alcohol. I don't like the way that it like makes me feel. It makes me feel sick. So, but my manager, since the beginning, she was just like, I know you don't like to drink, but if someone famous hands you something to drink, even if you don't want it, just like hold it and like pretend, because you don't want to seem rude. And I was like, okay. And it was like a vodka cranberry, and I was like, oh, gross. And so I'm just standing there with my back against the console, just like pretending to sip this drink. And I'm like, I'm not fucking drinking this. This is gross. And my manager was sitting across on this couch with Kanye's cousin, and then the other girls were sitting next to her. And immediately I was like, there's something fucking wrong. Like, I couldn't explain it. I didn't know what to do. But I just like felt that there was something not right. But I didn't fucking know what to do. I was 19 years old, like just left home a year ago, new in the industry.
Okay, so this not the chick right here. This is not her. It's just a person that was in the situation, a similar situation, like allegedly like everyone else. You know what I'm saying? That has been essayed, by music celebrities or whatever. So, and this is just a separate thing. You know what I'm saying? That's happened. That's insane. And she did this video when June 8th. So let's go ahead and finish this. Just a little bit more. Here we go.
Yeah, I didn't know what to do, but I knew that there was something wrong, basically. And I was standing there pretending to sip this drink, and my manager was sitting across from me. And if you know about like my past and like us being together, like she's very much reserved. And people would always say like, oh, she's such a bitch. She has like a resting bitch face. And it's because she has like severe like social anxiety. Like, she just wants to like sit in the corner and like tap on her phone and like not talk to anyone. So she's not a bitch. She's just very shy. And I see her across the room holding her drink. And it was weird because I noticed as I was standing there just kind of just like wondering what's going on, Diddy kept looking at me and Kanye kept looking at Lauren, and like they were exchanging glances. And I'm like, they're like watching me strangely. And I'm like, okay, let me pretend to drink. And like, I'm not actually doing it. And like that seemed to like make them happy, like me like pretending to like join in.
They was looking at her to see if it took effect, if it was taking effect.
And immediately I'm like, there's something fucking in this drink. There's something in this drink. And I didn't know what to do. And I like, my manager was like across the room, but like close enough, but like not next to me, so I couldn't like whisper to her. But I wanted to tell her, I'm like, hey, don't fucking drink this. There's something wrong with this. But I couldn't. So I reach for my phone and I start to type, and Kanye takes the phone out of my hands and he's like, who are you texting? Like, you don't need to text anyone.
What?
Like, we're having a party. And I was like, okay. And he like puts it on one of the speakers. And I'm like, fuck. Now what do I do? Like, I don't know what to do. And I see my manager take a sip. And I'm like, fuck. Like, fuck. Now what do I do? And then I see her take another sip. 2 sips out of this little vodka cranberry cup. And I'm like, oh, what do I do? 2 sips, and I watch her face flush. And all of a sudden, like, I look over and she's speaking really loud and like making jokes. And I'm like, whoa, like, this isn't her. Like, she doesn't make jokes. She's fucking terrified of people. Like, she doesn't even talk. And I was like, it's already hitting her. Like, 100%, I just knew that the drinks were all laced with something. And she starts like almost being like belligerent a little bit, but not in like a crazy way, just like really enjoying herself. And I'm like, that's not her. She doesn't even want to be here. Like, this is weird. And all of a sudden she like dismisses the studio host. Like, she's like, you can leave. And I'm like, oh my God, like, what's going on? And the girls file out. They go to like a different studio, or they go somewhere. And I'm like, I have to do something. I have to do something. What do I do? And I go to get my phone where Kanye put it on one of the speakers. And as I'm going to get it, I turn and my manager's walking out. And I'm like, no. Like, where are you going? I'm already seeing people being like, this is cap. What do I have to gain? Let me just ask you, what do I have to gain? I'm in a fucking farm in the middle of nowhere. I'm not in the industry anymore. I'm not filing a lawsuit, so I'm not getting paid. I'm not looking for clout, because who gives a fuck about me? So why would I lie about this? This has been...
Wow. Man, so this is just a different situation. That's insane, man. So if you got two different people kind of giving the same story, I mean this video was done on June 8th. They put out a news report on June 4th. Now everybody's talking about it on October 11th or 12th, whatever it is. I don't know. But it's in October. I mean, what do y'all think? I'll just go ahead and leave it. What do y'all think? I mean, you got two different people talking about the same stories of rugging. You know what I'm saying? So, and then Diddy is there too. So, dang, Kanye, man, I didn't know you would do something just to be down with the team. So hopefully this is not true, but like I said, you got two different people talking about these certain type of situations with him. But yo, you know what I'm saying? Leave that up to y'all, what y'all think, because I just don't, man, that is something, boy. You know, when you, ooh wee. That's all I gotta say about that. But yo, check it out. If you are here and you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Like this shit. Comment if you want to. Gotta lose. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign off here. This is Old Man Yummy. Signing off. Guys, take it easy out there. Y'all be safe. Holla at your boy. Peace.
Great performance! But it changes nothing!